Brandt, just want to know what your assessment was of Canada's game tonight in the 4-2 victory.
Yeah, we really had to go nose to the grindstone here. They were a hardworking team. Got to give them a lot of credit. They had that extra day of rest. They didn't play yesterday, and they used that to their advantage. They were coming at us all night. Got to give them a lot of credit, but we weathered the storm. We would have liked to capitalize on more chances, but just to pull out that 4-2 win, it's big for us. And you need these tight games sometimes. We're not always going to win 12-1. You need these games that this is going to help us when we get to the medal round. Being in this situation already, having to battle right to the end, and it's just good that we pulled out on top.
Your captain Shane Wright out of the lineup tonight. You guys had Mason McTavish step up and were the C for you guys. 2 goals and an assist for him. How did he step up into that leadership role voided by Shane?
Yeah, Mace is he's quite the player. He is a leader. Like he wants to win so badly. When Shane went down with that lower body injury, he was right there ready to take charge. It was Shane last game, it was Mason this game. They're 2 phenomenal players. They can pop off at any time. They're workhorses, and we're really proud to call them leaders on our team.
Logan, how has your chemistry developed with Mason here just in a short time so far in this tournament?
I think it's been really good. I didn't really have too much ice time with him, last game against Sweden, but tonight we were kind of put on the same line together. So, I think it was great to, get some chemistry going with him, and, we got some cycles going, and he's obviously a great player and knows how to make the right plays. So, we were able to find a couple there, and it was a fun night.
Thank you guys. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hi guys, Andrew from the IIHF. I'm just wondering, after yesterday's easy win against a tough team, and then you play Latvia, who's supposed to be an easier team, were you worried before the game about being overconfident or taking Latvia a little bit too lightly?
Yeah, that was definitely stressed by our coaches. We gotta play every game like we did last game. The reason we won so big is because we didn't give up right till the 60-minute mark. We kind of kept focused, and that's how we wanted to enter this game too. And I'd say we did start how we wanted to. A couple unlucky bounces. I think we got a lot of breaks. We had over 50 shots against, so we were doing the right things. That you don't always get 12 goals, like I was saying earlier. But we're really happy with that performance to come out on top. It's a confidence booster that, like, in these tight games, we don't fold under pressure. We rise to the occasion. So it was a big stepping stone for our team.
Yeah, for both guys, I know that Sam Cosentino from Sportsnet. I know both of you guys have played games this year, but just wondering what it's like now in the back-to-back situation, since you had played games, but then there was a stretch where you didn't. How you're both feeling, how you felt the energy level of the team was.
Yeah, personally, it was difficult. I haven't personally played a month. Some guys haven't played in 14 months. It's not easy having these back-to-backs against a team that's fresh, like I was saying earlier. They came in on top. They used that to their advantage. Again, just another thing, we had to weather the storm. If we want to make the gold medal game, the semifinals is the day before that. So this is just something you gotta, in these short-term competitions, this is something you gotta deal with. And I just think, like I said, this is just a stepping stone for our team, and we want to get better. This isn't how we thought it was going to go. We wanted to come on top. We wanted to roll like we did again, but if we had to battle it out a little bit more than we thought we would, and that's perfectly okay. The 3 points is still on the board for our team on the leaderboard thing. So that's all that matters.
Hi, Dave. This is Corey Proman from The Athletic. I just had a couple of questions in regard to some player status. I noticed that Shane Wright and Corson Ceulemans didn't play today. If you could update as to what happened with them, that'd be great. I also noticed that Francesco Pinelli didn't play much towards the end of the game. I wanted to know whether he was injured or that was just a coach's decision.
In regards to Corson and Shane, they had minor injuries that, were borderline. I mean, if this was a gold medal game, they would have been both playing. We were, not that we took Latvia lightly, but we just kind of weighed the 4 games in 5 nights. and we thought it would be best to have them sit. Pinelli maybe wasn't having his best game tonight, so I elected to try to play other players over, and being that it was such a tight game, Latvia played very hard. We're very physical, and they made us work for everything tonight. And I give a lot of credit to the way that Latvia played.
Right. Yeah, I just asked because I saw that Johnston kind of took his role on that line with Hoffman and Ganther. As a coach, given that some of those Ontario League players have barely played, if at all, some of them went to Europe. How have you tried to approach this tournament? Is it, is there a part of you that understands the situation and wants to distribute the ice time, or is it, this is a world championship mentality, the best players are going to play the most? How are you approaching this rather unique coaching situation?
Yeah, well, the 4 games in 5 nights matters a lot. We've got players, like you were saying, 14 players who played from the Ontario Hockey League. Probably 4 or 5 of them had a little bit of European experience, but really, I think the 4 and 5 is influencing playing time. Yesterday's game, getting up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nothing, made it easier. The game was kind of in the bag there, I guess, halfway through it or close anyways. So we kind of rolled 4, tried to keep everybody fresh, tried to make sure everybody's getting that ice time. So that's a lot of, it's really it's a short term. You can't afford to overplay or underplay guys. You got to make sure that we're doing whatever we can do to win a game. And then hopefully, last night was the case where we could kind of even it out a little bit more.
And last from me, I just wanted to kind of get your quick opinion on 2 of the guys who will be really high draft picks this summer, Dylan Genther and Brandt Clarke. From the short amount of time you've been coaching them and probably doing, video work on them, what are your assessment of both of those players?
Brandt Clarke played another strong game for us, playing a lot of minutes, a lot of offensive situations. I said this, I think yesterday, I think about him is he reminds me of Erik Karlsson, just that patience and that he doesn't panic, and he knows how to keep pucks away and knows where to throw them. So, he's got a chance of being a very good NHLer.
Hi, Dave. Sam Cosentino from Sportsnet. Nice to see you. Just
Hi,
wondering, hi there, what it's been like for you, how much fun you've had coming back to this level and working with junior players after all the time you spent in the NHL.
It's been a joy. It really has. We have the elite players here, some of the better 17-year-olds in the world. I'm coaching. They want to learn. They want to win for Canada. They want to do their part in helping Canada win. It's a big thrill. You don't know if you're ever going to get something like this again in your life, in your hockey career. So these guys are thrilled. They bought into what we're selling them. What we think we need to do to win, they have bought into, and every day is a lot of fun. It's kind of nice just starting to get to know them, because we did everything by Zoom for first week and a half. I think everything, all our meetings were by Zoom. We were having coaching meetings by Zoom. You never really see a face, and when you do see a face, it's like this. So I still have a hard time recognizing some guys just because of the face mask and the lack of really, spending a lot of time with them. But it's been a lot of fun.
From a coaching perspective, and you're trying to put a staff together with a couple of different guys, how is it that you, come together to make sure that the messaging's the same, to make sure that everyone has their responsibilities doled out when really you haven't worked with these guys, and if you have, it's been a while.
Well, we talked about, we had roles. We had roles that we worked, the assistant coaches, Gordy Dwyer is in charge of the power play and helps with the forwards. Mike Stothers has got the D and the PK. So we have our roles. We've talked about exactly what we need to do and how we're going to work on the bench during games. I think some of the things that we've been learning is who can penalty kill, who's good at penalty killing. The power play is a little bit different because a lot of these guys have already played quite a bit of power play time, but 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, even elite players might not get a lot of PK time at the major junior level or wherever they're playing. So we've been kind of figuring that out as we've been going. The Finland game helped a bunch. We played pretty well in the Finland game, but finding out what guys, when they excel and maybe when they're not quite as comfortable in those situations, we're learning, as we go along.